Hi, Steven! All right, I'm going to do your 30-minute spiritual healing now. So, we're going to focus on healing sciatica, vein nerves. Okay, clearing any energies and chakras that no longer serve your purpose. Activating your abilities in your third eye. Okay, I'm just going to relax here and then we're going to connect with you, all right? Okay, so as I am watching, I'm looking at you. From your head, there's sort of, it goes small and then it gets really big and then it's just black. And then it just goes right like that. So I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at it directly at the part that is really big and rounded and then now going in as a funnel into the side of your head. So I'm just going to close my eyes and watch here. I am putting energy into this tunnel here. This tunnel is really hungry for something. And it really, I mean, you put love into it and let's see what happens here. It's sort of like a mouth that is looking for something to eat. I put love into it and now it's just like, it is just instantly kind of got smaller and then it's just sort of flapping like this. And it is going entirely inside the head now. So let's see what's going on inside the head. There's a lot of energy in here that's ready to be released, all right. I'm just focusing love on your head, okay? This is really impressively, I mean, the energy is really strong here. So it's really impressively strong already. There's such a concentration on your head. There's blue energy in here and it's black and it's swirling, so we're doing work here. As I put energy into your head, I'm seeing sort of energy bubbling out here around the third eye, sort of like a balloon, and then one out in the very back of the head, just a littler one. So I'm just watching them and then they burst and then air comes out. So let's just keep watching and see what happens here. There is a huge, I mean, I can't, how do I even describe this? You're reconstructing your identity, all right. There's a lot going on here. There's something floating over here. There's a lot of sort of morphing energy with the head, the neck, and the shoulders. It's just sort of kind of, you're waving off like this. There's so much energy work I can do for you. It's really exciting. This is where they're wanting me to focus here right now. Okay, there's something else going on here. Man, the energy is really intense, so it's hard for me to speak. But basically, you've been stood up, so you were sitting down in a chair as all of this stuff is going on, right? So you're being stood up, and then as you're being stood up, there's sort of like a wave of energy that is creating a line, so you're sort of in a blue room, and then they're holding you up by the hair is what this, it's sort of, I don't know, it's a figure of speech, and there's just like a giant like Wookiee or something that's got you, and there's an odd sort of like a, I don't know, it looks kind of like a Native American sort of, it's like it's not an axe though. It's sort of blunt on the side, but it's knocking you right here in your neck, or like right the crevice of your neck. So it's exciting because there's so many things speaking to me that want to be healed, that want to show themselves. You're so open to this. I'm creating a balloon and just sucking it all into an orb and dissolving it in the light. So now it is just you and you're not in a room anymore. It's just you standing. I'm encouraging you to walk into the light. I'm encouraging you to let go of the energy within your head. There's something about, I don't know, thoughts or thoughts that you're thinking about or something of that kind. It's time to release them. You're walking in the light. You're in the light. You're walking towards the light. You're in the light. But it's the room you're in is like a living room. And so now there's light pouring into the living room. Everything that was in that blue space with the Wookiee and the odd thing on the side of the neck, that's all been sucked into like an orb piece. And so all that blue screen just went back into an orb, and you're just standing in your room or your living room, and you're just walking now towards the light. You're in the light. And you're looking upward. You are allowing light to actually penetrate the front of your body, is where you're sort of really, the light is really just pushing on the front of your body, and you're opening your arms up and letting light really enter into your body from head to toe, down and then up. And so it's what I'm watching right now. They're creating energy that is spinning and circling around you. Let him release now what no longer serves his purpose. Let him release it into the spiral. Let him say what is bothering him. Now let him release it into the spiral. Spiraling around. There are sort of black dots or orbs for everything that that is no longer serving your purpose. So you keep sharing what is bothering you, what is your pain, what is your feelings, how are you trying to improve, raise your vibration, heal. They're saying share it now with the light. Allow it to enter the spiral and be released from your divine reflection. As you release more and more, the spiral is getting so widened out, and each sort of like there's a pocket of a black little ball that just, and there's many of them. There's many. Every memory that was painful, every thought that has bothered you, the sciatica, all of this, just keep pushing them out. Just share them all with heaven as you're going through this part of the video. You could watch this video over and over, and every time you get to this point, be ready to share a new thing to give it into the light and heal it, okay? They're encouraging you to share more and more and more. As you share more, the spiral just keeps going faster, and it's turning into like a tornado around you. You're actually releasing something from the gut region, and you're just letting it go into the light as well. You're just pushing out more energy. It's really amazing. I love seeing you in action here. I love how active this whole thing is so far. You're ready for this. I'm seeing a part of your neck sort of sliding off your sort of the top of your shoulders. So I'm just letting you express yourself as you need to, okay, in order for the healing to take place. Some part of you feels very tired and is wanting to lay down and rest for a moment. The head and neck is sort of just sitting on the floor waiting or in a rest state as well. There is some sort of flapping of the body to push out energy. This is actually a reflection of something that challenges you. But it too is in the light now, and it too is healing now. It's just an energy vibration. It was actually just flat. It was just pulling you up by the legs and just flapping you like that. And then it had big boots and it entered into the light and just vanished. You're still in the light experiencing all of this energy on your body, and you're soaking it up. I'm just waiting for you to decide that it is okay to merge head and neck with body again. There is a super massive orb that is releasing from you. It's like a massive, boy, I don't even know how to define how huge. It's like the size of an elephant. It's just coming out of you. I can't define whether it's coming from the head or from the shoulders of the body. I don't know where but it's coming from between you both and entering in the light on its own. Again, it makes a really loud pop noise, like a really loud bubble just popped. Said that was important. They're wanting more of these to come out of you. We're using energy, we're placing it into the head. Head and body are separate here. You're focusing, there's even more. So there's bright light all around you, okay? And you're sort of a whitish blue color. And so you just let out this massive orb of energy, just went pow, once it like just blew up too big and it just pops really bad. Just made a really loud noise, but it's all in the light, right? So the light is really encouraging you to continue to release, okay? As that's happening, they're wanting me to focus a spiral specifically on this head part of you still. You are in the spotlight. You are our primary focus. We are working on you. This is interesting. So I'm still focusing spiral on you. As I do that, there's some energy. It's sort of like food on plates that are coming out of the head. And then I seem to be standing in front, needing to do dishes. I can hear water in the faucet. Preparation to wash the dishes. I'm washing many plates. Everything is going very quickly. You're releasing more energy out of the back of the head. This plate washing thing is really easy. It's really simple and light, and it's got quite an energetic vibration with it. It's like a purification thing. It's sort of like rinsing and purifying. So like you have... you eat a dinner, right? And then you just never get around to washing your dishes. So then you eat another dinner, you eat another dinner. So now you have all these dishes you're going to eventually have to wash, right? And so there's something about purifying the energetic vibration within the head. And so we're just continuing to just wash it out is basically what they're saying. We're just really purifying the thoughts and the mind and the brain and that whole aspect of you. Really focusing on that. And it's really about purifying over timelines. So you can't just come up with, five dinner plates in one night. Like, you eat dinner and then you eat the dinner the next night and then you eat dinner the next night and then you eat. So there's something about timelines here, though, too. And washing and purifying your thoughts, ones that you've had that it's been time to sort of purifying them over a timeline. They're showing me another scene. They're showing me still your body. It's fascinating. Like, you need this. This is part of your healing, which is why it's interesting, because you actually need to have your head separated from your body for a little while. And so you're doing a lot of release and healing work, and the body's in a rest state and your head's in a rest state. So we're just releasing out whatever you need to release out. It's all by your choice. You're totally in charge of this whole thing. Now we're sort of, your head is on the beach and your body's on the beach, and there's an ocean wave coming up, and you're actually, the head is smiling as you're looking off into the horizon. It's really interesting to watch this. It's fun too. It's really, I mean, the energy is really amazing to feel. You actually are growing a body now down from the neck down. You're actually growing arms and shoulders and torso and hips and legs and feet and everything. You're actually growing up. The other part of your body is just dissolving, and it's just an old reflection of you. They're saying let it go into the past. Now we have a new reflection of you. Your head is on good shoulders now, they say. You feel really happy. You feel convinced you feel good. You're just enjoying the way the waves are moving, and you're enjoying the scene on the horizon, and you're enjoying the way the sand feels in your toes, and you're just here experiencing the beach. It feels nice. Something, though, is interesting. So as I'm describing all this, you have this super like beach guy body. The neck and the head are sort of, the head is sort of falling into the neck, which is sort of sinking into the body. So they're not sinking up, is the only way to describe it. It's just a moment of patience. There's inspiration now of a new scene where you are actually on a surfboard and surfing. And I just see the body part of you, not the head part, just the body. The body seems to know exactly what to do and knows how to be balanced on the surfboard and knows how to hang 10 just right. It's not even thinking, it's just acting. So the head is not even there to create thoughts in order to be able to accomplish this. It's just the body just knows, it's just instinctually moving. The body's doing a very good job. And it can even, the surfboard can go all the way up to the beach, and then you can just run off of it and run on the sand if you want. You're just running now. You're just continuing to run, even into sort of a jungle type forest. There's just a lot of palm trees here. You're just running with a headless man. It's sort of a neck and headless man is just running. It's just a body running. But it knows where to go. It knows what it wants. It has instinct. It is reacting. It's free. It feels free to just move and behave as it instinctually would. It wants to rejoice. It wants to share light and healing and positive experiences. It wants to create motivations that are touching people's lives. The body really it desperately wants to share and experience and rejoice and thrive and celebrate and have fun. And it's just running. Ask me if I know where it is going. I'm just seeing it. All right, sorry about that. I'm just seeing it running through palm trees, like layer and layer and layer and layer of palm trees, and I don't know where the edge of the forest is. I don't know what's on the other side of all of this. You're just running through palm trees. You're not running into palm trees. You're running around them. You just seem to know, without a head, without eyes, without a thought to direct you. You just instinctually know this is important for you. And you're very good on your feet. You're very good at sort of like, football players got to go, like back one way and then the other and then go around and do a spin and then run. Like, you can do this. You can do this. You're really awesome at this. You got this. Your body is really agile right now in this motion. It just feels so much freedom. Blood is pumping. It is filling the toes, the leg muscles, the butt, the hips, the back and shoulders, the arms. Everything is filling and pooling with sort of super awesome flowing blood, and everything is just pumping so right and so balanced, and it's just so much energy and so much, vigor and happiness and movement, and it's really exciting. I'm having so much fun watching you, and I'm having so much fun feeling all the thriving blood and energy and everything pooling and everything just coming to life about you. It's just so awesome to feel it in my body. It's making such an impression on me. It's making me feel alive. It makes my body feel so good. It's going to make your body feel really good too. Continue to watch you. You seem to be happy now, like you want to slow down and just enjoy walking. We're on the other side of this sort of palm tree area, and it's just sandy here. You're ready. You're kind of wanting to just lay down and just lay on the sand and then look at the stars in the sky because it's getting late, it's getting darker, it's turning into night. This is really good scene. I mean, the sand is like white sand and it's soft on the feet and it's warm and the air is just perfect. It's not the cold or cool. It's not overly hot. It's just right. And you're able to just kick back and relax. You're even putting your hands up like there's a head here, although there's no head yet. And so you're just there. And so the body is wanting to experience the stars right now, as though it has eyes to even look at them. But it doesn't. It's just a body right now. They're saying, does the body need a head? Does it need a neck to experience the stars? Does it need thoughts to experience stars? How does it feel, stars? If it does not have a head or neck, if it has no thought, does it still feel stars? You're saying, yeah, it can feel stars. They're saying, yeah, the body does feel the stars. The body feels the moon too, just like the waves feel the moon as well. You don't have to have a head with a neck or thoughts. You can just feel and experience. There's something important about allowing the body of you to feel the star energy right now. It's really creating balance and harmony and alignment. You're growing and expanding. You literally are growing. I don't know how to define the experience of it. It's like your muscles are building, but you're not getting bigger by any means, but you feel like you're expanding. It's like you're growing longer or taller but I'm not necessarily seeing you grow, but you definitely are. You just want to rejoice and relax in this moment for a while. And it's as if you're falling asleep while the body still rejoices and experiences the stars. And then there's the sun now coming up. And there's light. The body seems to know the sun is up now and that it chooses to be active when the sun is also actively in the sky. It feels warmth against its skin. It knows the sun has woken up and it wakes the body up. And sometimes when the body gets up, it says, oof, man, maybe that wasn't too, it's not a soft mattress sleeping on the hard, ground with sand. It's not smooth sand. It was kind of bumpy. It's like, oof, man, that's kind of hard on my back sleeping like that. Maybe I shouldn't have slept like that. So let's see what happens. So it's just rubbing its backside and its hip. And its sort of butt feels a little sore. It just feels like it's a little, maybe it outdid itself with all that running. It's kind of doing a little bit of a limp walk. Sometimes it just feels like the legs can't relax. Sometimes even if you were to lay down, sometimes it feels kind of owie, like it just feels like it's constantly a beeper that is going off. And there's something crazy. I don't even know. It just went whack, and then it created an alignment of some kind to help the beeper go off, stop doing that. And it's sort of like, okay, it's like a harp has many strings, right? So the strings are just stuck together somehow. There's like some sort of goo ball. All the strings are stuck together. So this finger just went like this, and the strings went, and then they just started going back to the normal layout without that stuck in a sticky goo ball. So now they're all just perfect strings that you could pluck in, then strum, and then make sounds out of. They're wanting me to envision you like a harp, and that I am helping the strings to be sort of uniquely defined, and then to strum them and make sounds out of them. There's something with the legs and the butt and the lower back even. So I'm just doing that. different points. So you're lying on your stomach and I'm looking at the back side of you. I'm creating a very relaxing sensation. I can feel your muscles relaxing as I pluck the strings. There's no specific noise that it makes, but it definitely creates a relaxing sensation. It feels relaxed when the strings are all uniquely defined, not sort of on top of each other or anything. Everything is just uniquely dispersed properly. It's quite eases a lot of tension. I'm creating heavenly love and light to purify the strings so there's no clumpy, sticky goo on them or anything like that. You're showing me how clean the strings have become. And they're tighter as they should be. They're just not quite tuned correctly is the only way I could describe it. They just look perfectly tuned now. And there's even a glisten upon them. Now when I play them, I can go boop, like a really pretty, like that. When I play them, I can play them really easily with my fingers. As I'm doing this, I'm actually playing a song that is creating energy, really positive, loving energy throughout the body. And it's really soft, it's really beautiful. Don't know how to play the harp, but you can't go wrong. You just have a loving intention and you want to share notes of love throughout your body and it just comes out right. And so they're showing me now the head sort of on the beach again with the body that kind of dissolved. The head is looking off into the horizon and smiling again, and it loves looking at the waves. I'm picking up the head, and I'm holding the head in my arms here. I'm just going to watch this here. Everything is really calm and really peaceful. It's really relaxing a lot. It's really, I feel like like that. It's just, I can relax. I feel like I can relax. I'm doing something unusual here. I am putting your head over top of my head, and now I'm walking with your head through the forest here of palm trees. I feel like I am a body without a head, and that your head is now attached to my body. Something unusual about this. And I'm letting you decide where we will go. Something is very clumsy about when the head, I could easily, there's just sort of a confusion of, I want to get back to my body. I'm trying to get through these trees, but they're just, I don't know. I can't seem to see. I keep running into them. I'm not agile enough to get through them. I feel like there's something about this here. Because we are not in sync again. Head and body are not in sync again. That's the message about this. We have to do work in order to create a sync between head and body. I'm saying, how do we do it? They're saying, you know what to do. Saying, I am going to, as body, take charge of the head, and I'm going to run us through these trees. And I want to get to your body, and I want to see what we can do here. And you're saying, nope, that's not it. I'm saying, okay. Well, then I want to go back to the place where I saw your body. I'm just going to appear there. And I've got your head anyway, so let's just see what we can do. I'm setting your head right next to your body. I'm letting your head look at your body. This is the new brawny body. This was the one you grew from your neck down, like from the neck. So just shoulders and all that. So you're looking at it. You've been tanning. You're laying out on this. You've been out here for a little while. You got a nice tan going even. It's like, wow. That happened overnight. The head is actually biting into the skin of the body to try to wake the body up. It's doing something with the heartbeat of the body. I'm touching my finger against the heart and then my finger against your head. So, and I'm creating a circuit of energy between them both. So that way head and body can feel heart, can now communicate with head communicate with heart, and now they can be in sync with each other. There's a channel of energy sort of circulating like this. Head needs to understand body's feelings, and then body also, it's something like head needs to understand body's feelings. Not body needs to understand head. Head needs to understand body. So they say, is head worthy of body's feelings? And I say, yes, it is. They say it again. Is head worthy of body's feelings? This body is super body. This body is happy. It's rejoicing. It is experiencing pure. It's super happy right now. And so there's something about the head, though, is not... It's making decisions that aren't putting the body as number one, or it's not in balance with the body. There's some yellow light there shining within the head, and within the head right here, and then at this sort of opening right on the top of the shoulders is yellow light. They're asking, does the head understand the body's needs? If you say yes to that, then head can be placed back upon the body. So I'm placing this head and neck on the shoulders. They're doing work to create a syncing of thought, mind with heart, head with body. It's feeling amazing. It's feeling I feel it. I actually feel the syncing up feeling. Now the hands are out of their own accord going back like this, and the head now, the head can actually enjoy experiencing the body and then enjoy looking around. It's not nighttime right now, but it's right. It's like being on the beach and kicking back, and it's like yeah, I can relax, Whereas before it was like the head didn't have a neck, or, the body didn't have a neck or a head. So it was like, where's the hand? Like, what's the purpose of that? But now it has purpose because they're in sync with each other. And now the head is smiling in enjoyment of the experience of the body, and they're interacting with each other in balance and alignment. That's what they're saying. They're showing this scene now manifesting in the sort of living room scene. And now the man originally that was looking up into the light, that was sort of just ready to absorb it, this body of oneness is merging with him as well. So everything else that took place after this was only to create the healing for the total body, head to toe. So this energy is actually merging with the energy of the man that was just standing there absorbing the light. So the light now goes right back up into the sky, and the guy's like, oh, I think I just experienced something really crazy in my living room. But he feels okay. He feels like he's sort of moving his body around and checking to see how he feels. They don't want him to go sit back down on the chair. They actually want him to go walk around outside. They want him to feel his body in motion, his body's needs. Actually experience your body. Let the body speak to you and listen to the body's needs, and then do as the body asks. And this is how you experience the healing. They're asking you to go for a walk now. And listen to your body at every step. The body wants to go fast or it wants to go slow, do as the body asks. Not as the mind or the head thinks, but just feel the body, and the body says, I want to do this walk, and I want you to go slow right now. Or, you know what, I need you to go fast right now. And do as the body says. If the body says, you know what, I can tell I'm walking, this is a good distance, let's turn around and walk back, and that's just right. Then do as the body asks. If the body says, I want you to eat an apple right now, then eat an apple. The head sometimes feels like it's ruler of the body, but the body is the instinctive sort of command center that you need to be following the body's command and not what the head thinks is best. That's what they're saying. All right, Stephen, that was a pretty interesting spiritual healing experience. So thank you very much for that. I'm definitely going to be curious to see how you're doing as the days pass. So, and thank you too for your willingness to share this openly on YouTube so we can all learn from your awesome soul. And then for those of you watching, if you're interested in experiencing spiritual healing with me or a psychic reading, you may do so by visiting my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.